Miss Universe is India.
When Harnaaz was crowned, it took me back to my NIFT days when Lara was crowned Miss Universe. And I was like, एक दिन आएगा कि मैं बनाऊंगी गाउन और हमारी लड़की मेरे गांव में जीतेगी. And then that happens. I mean, for any LGBTQIA plus kid, or any kid that is overweight, or any kid that is dark, or any kid that is not usual or normal, is different, faces all sorts of bullying. And I was one of them. I faced bullying, I faced abuse, I faced all of that in an all-boys school. And this is back in the 90s, where there's no internet, no source of information. International magazines used to come only VT station raste pe. So ek din I was browsing those magazines and I saw this magazine called Bombay Dost, which the cover of which was two men together. And that felt normal to me somehow. Bought that magazine, read about it, and told myself that, okay, so since I'm attracted to boys, I'm gay. And that became my reality till internet came in and I understood the concept of trans women, that there is something called a transgender person. And that's when I started getting panic attacks and I went into depression because I was just not able to accept the fact that I'm a trans woman. I had to deal with it, and that's when I started therapy. And in the therapy, I had to accept the fact that it's gender identity dysphoria that I have and that I'm trans and not gay. My family, my friends, everyone has been impressive because both my parents Maharashtrian, they were conservative Maharashtrians, and then when I entered the fashion industry, they saw this world. So as years have gone by, they've also grown with me. So it was difficult for my mother because at the end of it, maa ka beta, maa ka ladla and all that jazz. But it took her 1.5, 2 days to accept it, and we were discussing what jewelry I should wear and what outfits look good on me. Seeing small changes here and there in my attire, in my physical appearance, the changes that the hormones are doing, all of that becomes celebratory for me and my friends and my family, because none of them really thought that what I was doing is going to be fruitful, in the sense I might not look woman enough, or I might not this, it'll affect my professional life. And it's all actually happening exactly the opposite to what they thought. I definitely feel that my industry, my profession, is one of the most inviting, one of the most accepting, and definitely the most inclusive industry and profession there is. In any other profession for that matter, in the corporate world, it would not have been easy because I don't know how inviting they are and how welcoming they are. Intrinsically, as a designer, what I put out there, that completely changed. Swapnil used to just create. But now, since I have to wear clothes that women wear, that understanding has completely changed. So a level of sensitivity has come. The moment I transitioned and I said I'm a woman, questions like, when are you getting married? Are you dating anyone? How many kids do you want? Neckline itni low kyun hai? Makeup aisa kyun hai? Who wears red to office? Who wears such short? I don't care, and I want to break that and I want to talk about it a lot more. So that sort of weird understanding of what is expected of women is something that I'm trying to gauge. They go through a lot on a daily basis. The amount of physical abuse, the amount of bullying that these girls go through is incomparable. Secondly, getting basic documents in place, which is your Aadhaar card, your PAN card, for these girls is impossible. So there's so much that I want to do for my community because they're really suffering a lot. One amazing thing that I know people who are close to me are doing, the Miss India organization, they invited trans women to participate for the first time in Miss Diva, which is such a big step. Miss Universe as well is open to having trans women as their contestants. So it's things like these that will make and bring the change. I really hope, I mean, hats off, which is why I'm in love with Abhishek Kapoor, because at least he and Pragya Kapoor, because at least they made an attempt to make a movie so that the general populace at least knows what the concept of a trans woman is. As time went by, I realized that my coming out is not just my coming out. It's an eye-opening coming out for this country that something like this exists. And that when I realized the responsibility that this brings. We have to give people the time and the space to come out on their own, because their story is a story that is unique to them. To those who can't open up in those positions, I would say, first and foremost, just make sure that your financial situation is sorted. So whatever you want to do, you do, but you have to get as much education as you can in it. So I ended up taking a master's degree eventually as well in fashion. And then things just opened up, and then movies came in, red carpet happened, and my office space happened, and it's been 16 years now for my brand. But I feel honestly what I'm doing now as Saisha is truly what I'm meant to be doing.